Heuristics are the kind of rules of thumb that we use in a day-to-day sense to get things done. It's a way of putting kind of day-to-day tasks and processes that we have on autopilot, which is kind of convenient. The advantage of being able to do things automatically, like when you go to cross a road, knowing to look one way then the other, means that we don't have to learn things from scratch each time we do them. But like any habit or reflex, there's a disadvantage, which is that sometimes the way we do things isn't fit for purpose. Sometimes we have an old pattern that is kind of the equivalent of our GPS system being out of date, and it leads us maybe in the wrong direction. It's just not a fit for where we're at right now. So a useful thing to do every so often is to stop and to notice some of those habits, those reflexes, either as you do them or maybe at the beginning or the end of the day. And the question is, are they fit for purpose? Are they in keeping with your values? Are they effective? Do they actually do the job that you want them to do? Do they serve you without any particularly negative side effects, difficulties or challenges that come about because of using them? As you consider this, there tend to be a few options. One is to keep doing what you're doing. If it works, absolutely fine, keep doing it. But it's still usually great to stop, consider, and then keep doing the same thing as opposed to just keep doing it, because then you feel good, you feel purposeful and deliberate, and you know that it is actually a good fit for what you're doing. The other option is to do something else. If it isn't a fit for purpose, or if it's just not as good a fit as it could be, is there something else you could do instead? And experimentation can be good here. You don't necessarily need to stop the old way completely if it's not overly harmful, but you can try doing things a different way. It's like that with technology. You have an old way that you communicate. You send a fax to somebody or you write to somebody. You experiment with newer technologies. You kind of like it. It's easier. So you keep doing that. And then you just don't really use the old way anymore. It's the same with rules of thumb or heuristics. You can develop new habits and kind of upgrade then from the old ones. And the other possibility then is to keep doing what you're doing, but do it a bit differently. Maybe you're happy with your day-to-day habits, but there's a way you could refine them, support them, or amend them a bit to make them a bit more fit for purpose. So if you kind of imagine or visualize this in terms of working in a warehouse, lifting boxes. So the first point is, are you lifting the right boxes? If so, carry on, keep lifting them. Next point is, if not, can you lift other boxes? Are there other boxes that would be more appropriate for you to lift, that are relevant to your needs? Or can you do it differently? Can you lift the same box, but maybe using your legs rather than your back, so it's a better fit for your wellness?